have to listen to that when you're editing.
You're gonna have to start dancing because we're live, baby.
Oh man,
Where's that dance at? Where it be?
you talking to me?
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's what daddy's looking for. Always.
Just because you're a dad doesn't mean you can refer to yourself as daddy.
I will always be daddy now from now on.
Not like in a stripper situation. It's a little disrespectful.
You can call me that too if you want. Hey, welcome back to IDIOTSYNCRATIC.
You. Yeah, you.
How you doing?
You out there?
How's it going out there? How you doing? How's your lives?
How's it hanging?
How's it hanging? A little to the left, a little to the right? Let me know. Or do you not have a hanging?
Yeah, hey, thumbs up if you're watching us on YouTube Red. And also if you're watching us on regular YouTube.
And an even bigger thumbs up if you're watching us on RedTube. Big red thumb, right? So guess what?
Why is your thumb red?
You tell me.
Thumber.
Yeah.
I hardly... Yeah.
This is big episode 17. We done made it. We're here. We run in the industry now. We're drinking wine. It is a Monday night. We weren't able to do
nighttime. Yeah, you don't drink coffee at night.
Yeah, you don't drink coffee at night. We weren't able to do a Sunday morning like we usually do. So we thought we'd make the best of it. Get hammered as we hang out and talk with you. Again, on big episode 17, we're still on like 3 hands or something.
Wait.
3 hands. 3 whole hands.
Yeah.
So I'm Justyn.
Yeah.
Little bitch fingers Gomez.
Yep.
With me is my man
Justyn.
Alex bottom bitch Justyn Gomez. Pseudo.
Is it ever weird to you that sometimes the little accidental bits that we do on the audio version, I try to recreate them for our watchers?
They're not nearly as good.
It's never as good because it's not organic.
It's not organic. Yeah.
It's so forced.
But you know what? It is organic. Our
This
new diet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, your diet?
I'm just kidding. I don't do that shit. I had 2 slices of pizza for lunch.
Supposedly, only your veggies need to be organic or something.
Specifically, if you really need anything organic, it just has to be the veggies. Specifically,
or like if you don't eat the outer layer,
yeah,
you don't have to worry
the
about
shell, if you will.
Yeah, like what the shell?
Yeah, what the shell? What do you think you're doing? So, we're about to get into some freaking scurry interesantes.
Well, his is gonna be scurry.
Yeah,
mine's gonna be informative, crossed with entertainative, with a splash of Tabasco.
So in other words,
spooky. No, that's what yours is gonna be.
Oh yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting. So yeah,
spooky.
My interest is going to be scary ass. And what was your guess for that?
I forgot, but I'm gonna try to guess again because I know I got it wrong earlier. So this
the wine is working good.
It's almost like I get two tries. I think it's if you got mooned by a homeless person.
That is brand new. Okay. that is a scurry ass.
Is that not it?
Close. But not anywhere close at all, actually. I don't even know why is it
about Donald Trump?
He is a scurry ass. It tries not to be a scurry ass.
Sorry.
Don't you ever okay. You know, did you see that? Did you see that Photoshop of him? Somebody took his mouth and replaced his eyes with it, and it didn't look any different at all.
No, it didn't.
Because his eyes look like
so silly,
like an ass crack, basically. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure somebody replaced his mouth with an ass crack too, but you can't tell the difference
with his ass crack.
My God, it's nasty. It's like roast beef.
Have you seen those things where it's like challenge Photoshop this?
Yeah.
And then all the ensuing,
it's so good.
And the ensuing Photoshops.
Yeah, in the ensue.
I forgot to put shoes on before the video version.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. Those are some toesies bouncing around there. There they are.
Well, the secret's out. Sometimes I don't wear shoes for the audio only, and then I put shoes on for the video, but I fucking forgot.
Yeah. We got all dolled up for the video. We don't give a shit for the audio.
I want to look sex.
You look sex, my man. Good job.
Thanks, bro.
You did it. And your interest is movie day.
Movie day.
Yeah, movie day.
Think about it. Think about it.
I think it's about when you finally have date night. But date day, and it's like, oh my god, this is the day we've been waiting for. It's movie day. Let's finally go watch Black Panther.
Black Panther, no, it's not.
Ah,
But Black Panther was dope.
I want to see it. I cannot wait to see it.
Just a little side rant on about Black Panther, which we may talk about it later after you've seen it.
I can't wait.
But one thing I really enjoyed about it. No, never mind. I'm not even gonna go into
No
this.
spoilers. I got my ass handed to me on YouTube about spoilers.
People keep saying I'm racist. Not really people, just only Danny.
Yeah.
But okay, what I was gonna say, this isn't racist, I don't think. Cause I'm not fucking racist. I don't know why I'm being weird now.
Let's go ahead and
Where's my racist button?
No.
let me go ahead and find it just in case.
No.
All right, let's hear this thing you got to say.
Okay, what I was gonna say is that I was really excited because I think Black Panther is a cool ass superhero.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little worried that it might be too political agenda.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you trying to say too black?
Not too black.
Okay.
Per se.
All right.
Per se.
I'm just clearing the air for you.
I was what I'm trying to say with in the right way of saying it without getting in trouble is I thought it was gonna be like Black Panthers, you know, like
I got you.
Like
yeah.
it was like Black Power the whole time, you know.
Yeah.
But like it wasn't.
Put the fist down.
It was like a little in there,
Yeah.
but not really, you know.
Uh-huh.
It was very okay. Wait, you saw Wonder Woman, right?
I did see it.
Exactly the same thing with Wonder Woman, where I was like, I kind of don't want to watch it because it's gonna be so like feminism shoved down your throat the whole time.
Too many women.
And it wasn't. It wasn't at all.
Yes,
it
you're
was
right.
like you don't have to yell at me that women are strong.
It's smart and funny.
It's like she's strong. It's fucking Wonder Woman. No shit.
She's also very smart and funny. Get over it.
Exactly. So they didn't like jizz feminism all over Wonder Woman, and they didn't like
Jizzinism.
Yeah, and they weren't like Black Lives Matter all over Black Panther.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think,
lady, stop it.
I think it was, but no, it was really good. But one thing that does make me sad though is I feel like I'm not allowed to run through because I was so high on that movie when I came out of it that I just wanted to run through the parking lot yelling Wakanda forever. But I felt like black people might get mad at me.
Yeah.
So I chose not to.
You definitely don't want the blacks being mad at you. Right?
Yeah. Because I heard a lot of stuff where they're like, white people don't even come watch it.
Whoa.
Because it's our movie. Like we finally get something. And
oh,
like
okay. So it's like keep them out, basically.
But I think it was only in those assholes of America that we're talking about where people were doing that.
Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did I say earlier? Philly's like the scrum of America or something?
Petri dish.
Petri dish.
It is a petri dish.
Yes, it really is. Philly sucks.
Yeah.
If you're listening and you're in Philly, it sucks there.
Unsubscribe.
Leave there. Unsubscribe from Philly and then come hang out here.
And then move to Chicago and then tell all those people to unsubscribe too.
God, yeah. Detroit's after that.
Yeah, Detroit, Rock City.
Yeah. And that's it. So try to guess what our interest in what we're talking about. And I've already said it on the audio version. By the way, that's the audio version. It's got a whole pre-roll before it. We got some newsy bits for you guys. We actually came up with the same exact newsy bit for the first time in history of anybody ever doing that.
It's history in the making.
Ever. And you can hear it on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, TuneIn, all the big ones. We're trying to get on Spotify. They hate us. They're probably racist. That might be what it is. I strongly think that's what it is. And then you can hear everything that we talked about that you don't get to hear on this video there on the audio version of this episode on Wednesdays when you get to hear it. And today will be Wednesday when you're hearing this. So,
bark.
What I'm trying to say is that's the version to listen to. This is the version to watch.
Yeah, you won't see no motherfucking hand puppets on that listening version.
You ain't gonna see that shit. None of that shit. So check it out. And you get to hear exactly what we're talking about. But what's actually happening on this video, on this episode today, is that how ass right there? He's going first. He's doing his interessante first.
All right. You know what I'm interested in, dog?
Movie day it up for me, my man.
All right. So remember that one time when your teaser was just the opposite of the words?
Is that like 14 episodes or something like that?
It was episode...
I do it all the time.
7.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just kidding.
I was going to say...
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. I'd have to go back and look.
Yeah, or listen.
So what I'm trying to say is, yes, I do remember exactly what you're talking about.
There you go. So movie day. It's actually game night.
Oh,
The movie.
you sly dog.
Yeah, because I seen it.
You done seen it.
Yeah, and I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
For multiple reasons. One of the reasons just happens to be that you probably already know if you're a listener, but me and Natalie like to have kind of like game nights, I guess.
Yep.
We like to get our friends together and play games.
Zombicide,
yeah. Or even, we have a fucking game wheel that I built Natalie for her birthday.
Yep.
For various purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Which we actually got to use just recently for her birthday. Which Justin was supposed to come to, but his baby was like, couldn't come.
He was like, nah.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Yeah. But alas, it was still pretty successful, even without Justin, sadly. Even though everybody was like, where's your co-host and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, oh,
where's the other idiot?
And then they're like, your podcast, it's kind of broy. But these were girls saying that.
Oh, that's such a good review, too.
And I was like, yeah, well,
I mean, what'd you expect?
Yeah, we're bros.
A lot of dicks in this room right now.
We're bros.
Yeah. What do you expect?
Oh, there really is. 1, 2, 3. Is Stark a boy?
Stark is a boy.
4.
And then we got Orion, 5.
Well, he's not in the room, but
you're right.
We'll count him.
We'll count him.
5 dicks.
5 dicks.
2 bros, 5 dicks.
How are they gonna eat them all? I don't know.
Yeah. Ooh, is Orion gonna have to call me like Theo Alex?
Yeah, you're Theo Alex.
Sweet. That's exciting. Yeah. So if you guys don't know the premise of the movie Game Night, it's featuring Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams.
So it's featuring Ozark and Regina George.
No, it's featuring Horrible Bosses, and I don't remember what this bitch is in, but I've seen her before.
Oh, you mean Arrested Development and True Detective Season 3.
No, I mean some other. Wait, Juno.
He's
the dad. Remember, not the dad, but the guy who wants to have the baby, kind of.
I ain't never done seen Juno.
You never seen Juno?
Never seen it.
What the hell?
I know.
You're on some kind of film podcast or something.
They always, every chance Aaron gets, he'll bring Juno up, and I'm just like, I don't know this.
I feel like it's one of those like indie,
darling,
like, really good ones that people like to talk about because it's like
the it's like a staple for the it's a staple for the industry.
Yeah,
get it?
And also, yeah. I should probably seen that. But yeah, so I wanted to go into Jason Bateman, and I feel like I guess now's a good time since we're just listing off some of his work.
Mm-hmm.
I never gave him a chance for the longest time.
Was it his face or?
Maybe his face, but I always was against people acting the same in every movie.
Oh yeah.
But in my older years, I kind of stopped caring because I'm like, that's a person that would be in multiple situations.
Yeah, it's like The Rock too. The Rock doesn't play characters. The Rock is The Rock in every movie.
In every movie, yeah, he's himself.
Jack Black too, basically. Michael Cera.
But it's perfect. Yeah, but it's perfect for the roles that they play.
I wonder if is that typecasting? Is that what that is?
Maybe. I would say it's a little different.
Well, and also when it comes to Jason Bateman, after seeing him in Ozark, the Netflix series, I think he has completely broken out of that typecast type thing.
I've never seen Ozark.
Oh, it's brilliant. He plays a money launderer for the cartel. So it's a drama. So it's not a comedy. You know, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not doing the yuck 'em ups or anything. He's fearing for his life and trying not to die.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh. Well, that's kind of what he does in this movie too. But
oh shit,
he does it in his
Is it in his yuck 'em ups ways?
His normal yuck 'em ups ways, which is like it's basically this. All right, I'm being very serious right now while also saying witty things. But maybe sarcastically, we should do something.
Shit, he does that in Ozark too. Yep. Oh man.
Yep. Well, there you go. No, but I was thinking about like all the movies he's in, and they're all good.
Yeah.
I mean, Horrible Bosses.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's a really really damn good actor.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm actually a Jason Bateman fan now after this movie. And one thing I loved about it, it was yuck 'em ups, right?
Mm-hmm.
But these type of comedies get so out of control, right? That a lot of times they kind of lose sort of a linear storyline,
Mm-hmm.
right? But this kind of melded well.
Okay.
It was all on track, and it was crazy and like, oh, what's happening? This makes no sense,
Mm-hmm.
and it was all still very well written. I feel like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Plur?
I know what you're saying.
Oh yeah. And so, oh yeah, did I even go into the premise? I didn't, huh?
Mm-mm.
All
No, you
right, so
didn't.
there's some friends who like to have game nights, and there's this couple that get married. They're super competitive,
Mm-hmm.
right, at the games,
Yeah.
you know. So they ended up being the competitive couple,
Ah.
right? Because if you're married, you know that when you do game nights, it's basically like couples versus couples.
I'm gonna smash the shit out of your family.
Yeah, whether it's said or not said, that's really what's going down.
I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna kill you.
That's what it is. What it is. What it is. What it isn't.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've seen. I'm sure you've seen it before. You've seen this kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you've ever played games with other couples, you're playing to basically slaughter them. You know.
Yeah. You know what's what.
You know what it is.
Especially in Taboo, because if you win at Taboo, that means you know each other so well.
Oh, I need a towel.
No, and then sometimes I get heated though, because I'm like, Natalie, we're supposed to be the couple that knows each other in Taboo, and then you're not hearing what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
She's over there making this face.
And then she's like, you're being that guy right now. And I'm like,
So then it's perfect. Like that's the exact energy to play off.
and I'm like, look, you know that I'm being that guy.
Save the energy for the game.
You know that I'm being that guy, but you're being a jerk by pointing out that I'm that guy because other people didn't realize it until you said it. So now I'm that guy because of you.
Or is she being the spokesman for everyone else who realized it, but she's the only one that spoke up?
Either way, my finger's pointing at her. I don't
That
care.
means it's her
I don't
fault.
care. I don't care where her finger's pointing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this isn't really a spoiler, but one of their game nights goes awry because they ended up having a murder mystery type thing, which
Oh, I did hear about this. Aaron called me after he saw it and told me about it.
yeah, but
It sounds
it ends up
so
being
good.
Actual kidnapping and
it sounds so good.
yeah, and there's actually I was thinking it was gonna be really predictable because like no, he's the kidnapper, and then like they're gonna pretend or they're not gonna know that he's a kidnapper for real, and then hilarity. But then there was actually some twists where you're like, that was actually not part of the game.
Yeah.
And this
Okay.
actually was part of the game.
Really?
And you're like, oh shit, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
From what Aaron told me about it, it's kind of like oh shit, what was I thinking of? What movie was I thinking of?
For me, it felt kind of like The Hangover, but
Yeah,
maybe not as good. Maybe close.
Mm-hmm.
Hangover
But
1.
It's like the ordinary. It's kind of like The Interview. It's like the ordinary people placed in an extraordinary circumstance.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Yeah, it was for sure that.
Yeah.
100%.
100%, baby.
100%.
Shit, we run in the industry now.
Oh yeah, me and Natalie want to have a murder mystery party eventually.
I think that's a bad idea because what if one of us accidentally gets murdered?
Well, we'll just take all the bullets out of the guns.
Okay, yeah, we're in. We'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a side note. So Natalie was Tomb Raider for the party.
She was Laura Croft.
Yeah. And so for her little thigh holsters,
Mm-hmm.
I had a rock climbing harness.
Mm-hmm.
She put that on, and then some of my guns holsters on the harness.
Oh, nice.
And people were like, "Oh, why don't you have guns in there?" And I was like, I could get a unloaded gun if you want.
Yeah.
And one of the person who came was like, "Oh yeah, I have a gun in my car. I can unload it." And I was like,
Oh,
and then I was just thinking like, we're Texans. We're so Texas.
Yeah. This is how we end up on ABC News.
And we're already drunk, by the way, too.
Yeah,
I was like, I think the bullets are out of it.
dude. You know what? You might as well just leave the bullets in because I know where the safety is.
Yeah. So I was like, nah. I vetoed that idea,
There you
and I was
go.
like, this is the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
but she's just on a path and her holsters are empty. She has to look around to find a gun,
You're zombie siding the story.
but she doesn't find it yet. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm DMing.
That's a straight up DM move right
I'm a
there.
DM. Yeah. I tell the backstory and what's not and what's not. So yeah, Jason Bateman killed it. Oh yeah, the whole cast too. I felt like was it was believable that they were friends,
Mm-hmm.
and they all had kind of like a little mini story for themselves,
Mm-hmm.
which normally I hate because most movies try to force it too hard, or so like okay, they do this with love interests a lot. It'll be a movie that's about something that has nothing to do with like the boy and girl. It's like just a who knows what, right? Maybe Taken, I don't know. But then in Taken, right? He's like, oh, I gotta find my daughter. That's the whole point of the movie, right? But then hypothetical situation, they didn't actually do this. But then hypothetical situation, oh, there's a girl spy who's like helping him, and he's like, they end up falling in love, but it's like really forced, and it's just like it has nothing to do with the movie. It's just a brief little thing.
Yeah.
And at the very end, they're like, oh, he got with the girl, yay. But this was not that.
Good. So
Yeah.
okay, so they had actual rapport with each other.
Yeah, they had actual rapport, and they had like little character arcs for themselves.
Okay.
But they didn't feel like forced or anything like that. It wasn't trying too hard. It was just it flowed into the whole
Oh, good.
rope.
Yeah.
Each thread became a rope seamlessly into
Oh,
a
wow.
sweater.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, knitting. Right?
Knitting,
Yeah. If
yeah.
you listen to big episode 16, you know what we're talking
And
about.
it became this thing, which is this is the entry to fisting.
There you go. Yeah.
I wouldn't actually know that.
I'd imagine you start off small, and then you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, so I'll just go ahead and wrap it up. But I think everybody should go watch it if you like comedies and stuff like that, and if you like Jason Bateman and all those good things. But
I love Jason Bateman.
so the thermometer gave it 81%,
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
All right.
and the audience score gave it 86%.
You know what? You never see. You don't see that too often.
Yeah, you don't see the critics agreeing with the audience very often.
Exactly. And usually what happens is they'll be completely opposite. So like the critics will be like, oh, this is a 30%, but the audience is like, this is like a 70% for us, or vice versa.
And I feel like Rotten Tomatoes is kind of racist against comedies. I feel like they give almost all of them really low scores on the critics' side.
It's super subjective. And I think when it comes to comedy, especially traditional comedy in film, there's not a lot that you can really work with without having to go outside the box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like you got your traditional slapstick stuff that Jim Carrey kind of conquered.
Yeah. Oh, I got shot.
Yeah. Oh, it's like knee slapping. You know what I mean? And then like when Seth Rogen and them and the Rogan gang basically came along.
The Rogan.
Yeah, they had like the situational and like absurdist comedy.
Or
Like
the overly explaining the situation comedy.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like they took a lot of bits from stand up too. How it's like it's all situational based. Like a lot of the big stand up comedians basically comment on just pretty mundane situations and
what's
whatnot
happening around them.
Yeah, exactly. And so they kind of took that from there and applied it to movies with like the weird, like I don't know, stoner charisma that they've got going on.
Stoner charisma. That's a perfect way to put it.
You know what I mean?
Which, let's be honest, appeals to the everyman.
Yeah, and even some of those movies have pretty low ratings, but Pineapple Express will always sit, right here in my heart. You know what I mean?
think most people would agree.
Yeah.
And if you're not, you're a goddamn communist.
You're what are you doing in our country? You communist, huh?
Oh, I try not to drop the GDs. I don't know where that came from.
That was a hard GD you dropped. I
know.
think it came from the wine. By the way, again,
Probably. I'm all wind up and stuff.
sipping some sweet ass wine right here. And when I say sweet ass, I mean it's really sweet. Like it's really sweet wine.
Oops.
It's actually Eric's favorite wine. So, hats off to you, baby girl. Love you. Peace up.
I'm not wearing a hat, but if I would, I would take it off.
We run in the industry now.
Running shit.
So yeah, actually, you got me really excited about it. Like I said, Aaron called me after he saw it, and he was basically telling me how it's like a kidnapping murder mystery that, like you said, they think it's part of the game.
Yeah. Yeah. And this isn't a spoiler because it's in the trailer, but they're actually taking the guy, and he's like fighting back. He's like, "No, help, help!" And then they're like, "You better not fall, we'll kill you." And then they're like eating snacks, and they're like, "All right." They're like, "See you later." They're just like laughing, enjoying their wine and popcorn or something.
Oh, I love it.
And they're like, "All right, we gotta figure out these clues."
I love it. Oh man, I'm so excited to see it. We got like I think we got like 4 movies that we're looking to see pretty soon because we got to see Black Panther. I want to see Finest Hour, which is the Winston Churchill story, and it's Gary Oldman playing him, and he does not look like Gary Oldman at all.
Yeah, I don't like British people.
Their friggin' teeth.
Unless you're a listener in Britain, then I like you.
We like you a lot. See,
Yeah,
that's Britain talk. That's British talk.
You what, mate?
You what, mate? It's pretty good, isn't it?
Hey, I like you, innit?
You got any final words on game night?
No, my final words were my tomato meter. Because I feel like that says everything I need to say.
It does, and it means so much to me. You know how much that means
I
to
know
me?
how you're into
You know how much it means to me.
You're into numbers.
I'm a numbers guy.
You're a numbers gay.
Yeah, I'm a numbers gay. You know me. Oh, he got me. This guy's good. He's so good.
All right.
You ready for my interest?
Yeah, let's hear some scary shit.
You ready to get scared?
Is it about Winchester?
It is not, but it's about to get
I'm
real
in movie mode.
up in her.
I'm in movie mode.
You're in movie mode?
Movie magic.
Yeah, imagine
mode.
an even scarier movie. I'm talking. See, did you imagine? You scared the shit out of me. I'm talking about. It's cool. I just recently heard about this. They're called 2-sentence horror stories.
Is this another Reddit thing?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I heard about this from Aaron Boone McCall Schneider, who a friend of the show. He was on episode 8, The Ask Jedi.
Oh, Boone McCall.
Yeah, Boone McCall. I heard it from him. Conservative redneck, basically.
Yeah, because that was another note I got is that you rely on Reddit too much.
I rely on Reddit way more than I should.
I was just kidding. That wasn't a note. I just made that up.
Oh yeah, but I do, man. I get sucked in these Reddit holes. I get sucked all the way down.
In these Reddit holes.
You know what I mean?
That's
I get a lot of my
good.
shit from Reddit because everything's up to date. But yeah,
It's the
surprisingly,
front page of the internet.
That is exactly what it is. Surprisingly, I did not get this from Reddit. I got it from Aaron Boone McCall Schneider, and they're called 2-sentence horror stories. So it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a horror story told in 2 sentences. So I'm just gonna read a few of them off. You tell me how scared you are.
Wait, can I try to make up one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, let me do a few of them for you. So you have like a
Okay.
So first one is I can't move, breathe, speak, or hear, and it's so dark all the time. If I knew it would be this lonely, I would have been cremated instead.
I feel like that was. Wait, so you can use punctuation to make a super long run-on sentence as one of your sentences?
There's a lot of commas in here.
And semicolons and parentheses?
Nope, just commas. And
Okay.
also don't forget about there's a lot of spooky in that sentence too.
Yeah, I did start getting scared. And I was like, I'm ready for this to be over. And I was like, oh, it's over. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Did you come with fear?
Yeah,
So I'm crossing my legs.
I did check.
Don't look at my stain. Ready for the next one?
Your leakage
Yeah,
stain?
my leakage stain, yeah.
All right, what's good?
I'll give you one more and then you got enough to create your own. Is this kind of what you're thinking?
Wait, I should have been brainstorming this whole time and trying to make up one, but I just want to be on the fly.
I awoke to the sound of the baby monitor crackling with a voice comforting my firstborn child. As I adjusted to a new position, my arm brushed against my wife sleeping next to me.
Dang.
Now
that's mostly scary because you have a baby.
Yes, it scares the shit out of me. But here's the cool extra level when it comes to this. Is it your wife sleeping next to you, or is it your wife comforting the baby?
Oh,
right?
Dang.
Yeah.
Inception.
Yeah. It's got
something.
It's got my dick spine all tingling up and stuff.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if it's a guy with long hair sleeping next to you?
Oh no. Oh my god. Ugh. Don't ever sleep next to me. Well, I don't expect you to.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
You get it now? You understand? All right.
Yeah.
Let's hear your 2-sentence scary story of horror.
Okay. I entered the living room and noticed that the power was out. As I went to find the lantern, my footsteps were sticky with some sort of liquid beneath my feet. Was that 2 sentences? Oh, I've lost count.
It depends on where you put your punctuation. Is it blood or is it lantern juice?
Or it's blood.
No, it's scary. Yeah. All right, ready for the next one?
Can you imagine if you walk in your house and you're like, and then you start walking? Quick.
Ew.
No, not ew. It's scary.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Ooh.
Yeah, that was the correct.
Yeah, sorry.
Whatever.
That's what I meant to put.
So that wasn't a good one then? You weren't scared?
It's more gross than anything. Yeah, it kind of grossed me out.
But you don't know what it is.
But it's like, oh my God, the beautiful marble floors. You're ruining them.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I had to look away.
Whatever's bleeding on my floor, get it out of here.
Just don't look at it.
Just don't look at it. Yeah, just don't look at it. Here's another one. My daughter won't stop crying and screaming in the middle of the night. I visit her grave and ask her to stop, but it doesn't help.
Oh my God.
Pretty scary, huh? What do you think? A little spooky, huh?
Man, you realize I still got to drive home at nighttime?
You gotta sit in your car. Hey, always look in the mirror. Make sure no one's in the back of your car, right?
Natalie scared me one time like that.
No way.
Yeah. Oh, actually, hey, you remember when I had a Mustang, convertible Mustang?
I do.
And I tried to put my half stack in the back of it.
I specifically remember.
And then the whatever, what's the back thing called? A windshield? Back windshield?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that is. The rearest window?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I try to do. I put the top down. Then I put my half stack, which is a giant guitar amp, in the back of my Mustang. And then I try to put the top back up over it so I could transport it. And as I was putting it down, I just heard,
oh my God,
and shattered my back rear windshield thing. So I had like plastic and like tape, like closing the whole thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was at work one time, and Natalie, I think she got dropped off at my work, like around the time that I was gonna get off or something like that. I forgot how this exactly happened, but she climbed in my car and was in the back, and I started driving away, and she's like, and I was like,
no. That's a quick way to get you both killed.
It was the worst.
Yeah.
We were still in the parking lot.
Oh, okay.
But I've almost punched her in the face like a couple times with her trying to scare me.
Yeah.
She doesn't do it anymore now, or she'll be like
For
a
good
safe
reason, huh?
distance. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's like he knows.
Yeah. Can you see his serious? All right. Next one.
Yes.
You ready to be scared? You ready for some spooky stories?
Let me hear it.
You ready? This is a super short too. I never go to sleep, but I keep waking up.
Wait, what does that mean?
Who knows? I never go to sleep, but I keep waking. Imagine how terrifying a concept that is to never, ever, ever in your life remember going to sleep, but always waking up.
Ugh.
It's like a fresh reset every
That means
time.
like you're just in the middle of something.
Well, shit, what were you in the middle of? What are you missing out
Maybe
on?
watching TV.
Is it a good show?
You're just watching TV and then you're like,
Yeah. Was this like in 2012 when Breaking Bad was still on?
or is it like Death Day? You keep getting murdered every day and then
Good pick.
you just wake up.
Good pick. We just watched that not too long ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. That was,
Shit, maybe this is inspired by Happy Death Day.
That was one of the movies that really made me wish that I hadn't watched the trailer. Because I was like, this movie would be, it's really good.
Mhm.
But how good would it have been if you didn't know the premise going into
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Because it's such a weird, different concept too. You know what I mean? And it's also like really quirky.
Oh, yeah.
And if it were just have been sold as a whodunit murder mystery type thing, but then you go in and it's like, holy shit, she keeps reliving everything.
Yeah, but I think that premise is so good that it was such a draw that they had to put it in there. But the artistic part of me, so like the business part of me is like, yeah, that makes sense. You have to kind of tell the premise.
Yeah, you gotta put asses in seats.
Asses in seats. And the artistic side of me was like, it would be so much a better movie though if you were just going in completely blind.
Yep.
And just you didn't know. Well, not blind because you wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah, you gotta be able to see it's a movie. It's not a listen-y.
But you know what I'm saying about.
Yeah. All right, you ready for another one?
Yes.
All right. I begin tucking him into bed, and he tells me, Daddy, check for monsters under my bed. I look underneath for his amusement and see him, another him, under the bed, staring back at me and quivering, saying, Daddy, there's somebody on my bed.
What the fuck? That's weird.
Which one's your kid?
But they both look exactly like your kid. Are most of these with children? Because you're a dad.
Surprisingly, a lot of them are about kids. Yes, and that might be why they're so scary to me.
Maybe not surprising.
Let's see. Let me find another one. There's a whole bunch of them on here. Oh, that's actually really creepy. All right. It sat on my shelf with thoughtless porcelain eyes and the prettiest pink doll dress I could find. Why did she have to be born still?
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
That is horrendous. The grinning face stared at me from the darkness beyond my bedroom window. I live on the 14th floor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's insane.
There was a picture in my phone of me sleeping. I live alone.
Ooh.
Did you take it yourself? You cook?
We did it. Oh, like that one girl or whatever. Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
Where did I see that? I think I saw it on Facebook or something. But it was like when Bae caught me sleeping and she's like sleeping all cute or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then the next one is the same picture, but somebody like circled a bunch of stuff
showing that they,
yeah.
Oh,
I think it was like a mirror in the background, and you could see like her arm like that. Like it was a whole bunch of stuff that she took it of herself.
Why? Why is that so important to people to do? Why?
I don't know.
Get a boyfriend or girlfriend.
Bae caught me napping.
Here's a one sentence horror story.
What are you saying?
I just saw my reflection blink.
But I didn't.
Working the night shift
Wait,
alone.
was that it?
Yeah,
it was.
That's one sentence.
You didn't even tell me.
Yeah. Working the night shift alone tonight. Oh, no, sorry. No, that's the wrong one. That was not actually that good. They delivered the mannequins in bubble wrap. From the main room, I begin to hear popping.
Damn.
Yep. Oh, wait, that's
spooky. Damn, that really is spooky. Holy shit. I'm getting scared, man.
I know, man.
I don't want to do it. It's late. I gotta drive home in the dark.
It's pretty scary shit. Ooh. Oh my God, this has always been a fear of mine. You get home, tired after a long day's work and ready for a relaxing night alone. You reach for the light switch, but another hand is already there.
What the fuck?
You scared?
That's
scary ass.
I'm a little scared,
Yeah.
but I'm more weirded out that you're scared that there's gonna be a hand when you reach for it.
I'm always scared of that. Every time I go pee, I always open up the shower curtain too. There's no way in hell I'm getting stabbed through a shower curtain.
I think like I don't think about scary shit of my for my own self.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think like the stuff that scares me the most is like harm coming to my family or to Natalie.
I'm with you on that.
Know?
I think just instinctually, I mean, call me crazy, but I don't want to be murdered. So that's probably why I still open up the shower curtain every time I pee.
I mean, I'm not saying like I'm super brave or something like that, but I'm just saying that's not the shit that runs through my mind.
Yeah.
But you know.
You'd probably run in there without a gun, right? That's how brave.
In the shower?
Yeah.
I would run in the shower without a gun.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
Yeah. That's bold.
I'm brave as shit.
He's brave as shit.
But I'm also
no bone spurs on those feet.
I'm pretty dangerous with just my manos.
Mm-hmm. This one's dumb. This one's
means
not that
hands.
good. Yeah. For all you whats.
For what?
That's not good. Okay. Well, the rest of these are pretty trash. But you know, as with anything, there's always gold in the pile of shit. That's a real saying. I didn't come up with that. Yeah. So that's all I had for the 2-sentence horror stories. But
man, I wanted more now.
I know. But again, like most of them are not good. You got to find like the good ones. That
there's a lot of shitty ones.
Yeah.
Gotta separate the chaff from the weed.
Gotta separate the chaff from the weed. Here's another. It's actually pretty gross. The longer I wore it, the more it grew on me. She had such pretty skin.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
It's just weird, you know?
Like Buffalo Bill shit.
Yeah.
It
puts the lotion on the skin.
It tucks the dick between its legs.
That's dumb. So stupid. Nope, that's not good. Yeah, these are dumb. So there was I think it was the shortest most effective horror story of all time. And it was one sentence, and it said, the last man on earth sits alone in a room. There's a knock at the door.
That's weird.
What? It's like, what the hell? It's so scary on so many levels. First of all,
it's more like psychological.
First of all, it's not only psychological, but it's also it's like feral too, because it's like, first of all, the last man on earth.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell happened to everybody else on earth? Sits alone in a room, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a knock at the door.
It's obviously a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, and the zombies are
knocking.
Hey, we're hungry.
Hey,
we're hungry. We're hungry.
Nom, nom, nom.
We can smell some brains in there we can eat.
No, so I work in a warehouse by myself, and I like people always ask me. I don't want to get too much into my job. I don't know.
They come to pick up the product.
People come that I work with to pick up specific things from my warehouse to take it to do their job with those things, and they're always like, "Do you get lonely here by yourself all day?" And I never think about it. I'm like, no, not really. But sometimes I do get freaked out, and I hear things in there.
Really?
Yeah, a lot. And I always just try to chalk it up to some normal thing. But sometimes I'm just like, this does not sound right at all. One day, for instance, so a lot of times it's kind of like off and like off far away, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it might be outside in the back. It might be the on the other side of the other wall. You know, there's other people doing stuff in a warehouse next to my warehouse, and it sounds like it's in my warehouse. But one day, I heard a stack of something fall very close to me, like very close to me, and these things fall kind of often, so it's kind of just more annoying. I have to stack them back up, and so I walk around, and nothing fell over. There was nothing, but I heard the exact distinct sound of those things falling, and that was spooky. Yeah, and that was maybe one of the only times that. But I've heard a couple people say that they hear stuff in there, but they could just be trying to mess with me because I'm the one who works there now, so they're trying to mess with me and be like, oh, I've heard voices or whatever, you know, who knows?
Yeah.
But that thing did really freak me out for. I'm kind of still freaked out by it, to be honest.
Congratulations, dude. That definitely is a scurry ass that you just told.
Yeah, because it was a very specific sound that I knew the exact thing of.
Yeah, you've heard it before. You know exactly what it is.
Exactly. Yeah. And it wasn't like far off. It was close proximity to where I could be like, oh, it's probably like 2 rows down.
Yeah.
Or it's right over the edge of this thing. And so I walked around to go look for it, and there was nothing that had fallen. See, how many sentences did that take for me to just scare you? That was way more than 2 sentences.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, let me try again. Warehouse empty. Shit fell down. Damn it. It's so hard.
Warehouse empty with me inside it. Shit fell down.
This is like no, heard shit fell down, but nothing fell.
That's when it gets creepy, because then it becomes like an ethereal type thing. It's like, whoa, did I cross into another dimension? What's going on here?
Did shit fall into another dimension?
Is shit falling into our dimension?
That's gonna throw off my inventory.
I found
I hope they don't think I stole it.
I found one more good one. I'm gonna round it off with this one, and it's actually it's heartbreaking too.
Wait, times. Just from hearing you build me up with the ones that you've already listened to, and then getting ready for this last one, the suspense is killing me, and I just want to do that to the listeners right now. And I know that they haven't had 1.5 cups of wine like I have, but all I know is that right now I feel a deep suspense in my heart bone.
You feel the scariest,
and I'm just like ready to hear it. And I know it's probably not going to be that bad, but I kind of just want to make this moment. I just want to live in this moment for a couple seconds and just get ready to feel the suspense.
Here it goes.
Oh my god. I can't take it.
The pairs of emaciated eyes outnumbered the single round in my gun. With pleading tears falling on her doll's hair, I point the barrel at my last surviving daughter.
Wow.
Mahort.
Dang,
Also,
that's more like sad than scary.
Yeah, and that's the saddest one I have.
It's like you get it. You get it.
Yep. If it ever came down to it, and there was a pack of demon things or some sort of
zombies or
maybe stuff
just
like that,
rapers,
and rapers, and
lynch mob. I don't know.
Or conservatives. And I have one.
What's that? Like NAFTA or something?
Oh yeah, NAFTA. Yeah, absolutely. Or NAMBLA, something like that.
I forgot what it was.
It's one of those.
Some.
We're gonna get in a lot of trouble for that.
Oops.
NAMBLA, I think. NAFTA's gonna come after us.
I don't know who it
It's
is.
the National Association of Fearful Teenage Angst. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Close enough.
And it's like they have genders, but they're just hard to tell.
Yeah.
Because the guys are a little feminine,
Mm-hmm.
the girls are a little masculine, and they're all roughly about
It's like
the same amount.
It's like a Venn diagram of genders.
Yeah, they're roughly about the same amount of overweight and similar. They all have similar haircuts.
Yeah, and they both weirdly have neck beards.
Yeah, neck beards and combat boots. It's like, oh, you're gonna march into combat there against the Nazis.
Yeah.
Against the bigots.
Oh, good thing you had those combat boots on. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have made it out of this situation.
You need that ankle protection.
Oh, you gotta have it, don't
because
you?
you're fucking.
We couldn't have survived without your chain wallet, huh?
Oh man.
Yeah.
I feel like some of them have purple hair.
Yeah, and it's not well done purple hair either.
Mm-mm.
There's a fedora or two or 20 within the crowd. You also have like that nasty
combat fedora.
Yeah, combat fedora. It's armored. You also have that nasty. It's just stank, just like a permeating stank.
Yeah,
right?
I've noticed that. Man, I feel like we're bullying now, but
No,
but I feel like the dregs of society have a lot of body odor.
I think it's actually Magic the Gathering cologne.
You don't say that.
I think that's what it is. It's just stank,
I've always wanted to get into Magic the Gathering, but I just know that I purposefully try to steer clear of things that will take my whole life because I get addicted really easily.
Yeah.
With stuff that I get into.
Yeah.
So that's why I've never played World of Warcraft. I feel like I would love World of Warcraft so much, but I just can't allow. Like I have too many goals for my life, and I got too much shit to do. I can't get so wrapped up like that.
That's a lot of shit to get into.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got like the whole leveling up system, and
Yeah, I would spend probably
all
3
the
days
worlds.
fucking mining for Auriclicum or whatever.
It's like, oh, finally, Orichalcum. It's like, finally, I'm level 2.
Dude, man, remember RuneScape?
I never played it.
Oh, you didn't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, dude, it was so dope.
But I was always told, like,
It was dope, dude.
it's dope.
Dope, bro.
I used to play, I would play some of those games. Like, I played a little bit of Warcraft. My big one was Demons.
Never heard of it.
Yep. It was a much, much smaller game, but
Me Demons?
Me Demons. Yep.
I don't get Minecraft. Is it the same idea?
No, not kind of. I guess like
Without a battle system though?
The grinding mentality that goes along with a lot of the RPGs and MMOs.
It seems like the you got to get the resources.
Yeah.
And then it's more like Sims kind of.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Because when Savannah first got it, I think I was off that day, and I was like, oh, okay, well, let me play with you, and we sat there for like
9 hours,
like 14 hours, just like no joke, like it was like 14 hours just whittling away at different minerals, and so because like once you whittle away at one, then you get it.
You found a quartz.
Yeah. Well, you can't get past obsidian. Just always remember that obsidian is like you can't get past it.
I know my ancestry is Mayan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you half obsidian?
My blades are made of obsidian.
Hmm.
I can't talk.
You drunk? Look at you.
I'm not even drunk, bro. I only had a bottle of wine.
Are you spooky ass?
No.
I'm a little scared from these stories. I don't know if
I moved past it, but then you brought me right back.
That's what I do. I don't know if I'm necessarily scared of these, but I'm like, there's a sense of dread, you know.
See,
like the fact that, especially that last one, thinking that the only way to save your child in this situation is to kill them.
Yeah.
And then also certain death is coming for you, or certain painful death is coming for you.
Yeah. But yeah, and that raises a lot of questions too, because maybe it takes a certain strength to, you know,
do that,
to murder your own child,
and
but to save them
exactly
from more pain.
That is the
so like, could you even do that?
Exactly. Yeah. I think for any rational and sane parent, that is never a question that could be. No. I mean, I think.
But you ponder it, so you're not rational or sane.
I think stuff like that, per the human condition, I don't know if you should ponder it, but you should have the ability to ponder it. I think any rational or sane parent understands that no matter how much they ponder it or how much they think they can, you can never know until that situation comes along.
Yeah.
And the hope is that the situation never has to come along.
Yeah, I always think people are so stupid when they talk about how they would act in certain situations.
Like I heard recently something about,
like,
you know,
running into a building.
Yeah, you know, without a gun,
with no weapon.
Yeah, with no weapon, they would have run in there. Yeah. I don't remember
stupid shit like that.
Yeah, it just sounds really dumb.
It just sounds really dumb, and it's just sad.
Yeah, it's just very. Here's your sentence, period, and then in caps, sad.
Yeah, and ignorant.
Yeah, but
I think the beauty of these little you might have turned me into a 2-sentence horror story fan.
And, it's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it is. But I think the beauty in it, it's almost like book versus the movie. You know, it's more suggestive. You don't have a whole paragraph to lay out why you should be scared.
Mm-hmm.
So there's so much ambiguity that your mind has to fill in the blanks with.
Yep.
And so it leaves you with more questions than answers.
It's also what is scarier than what your mind can conjure. You know, that's a lot of the problems that people who are fans of a book series that's adapted into a movie series have, is that the movies don't necessarily live up to the books because of what they've conjured with their own minds.
Yeah, it can never live up to what you've built.
Mm-hmm. And imagine that from a horror perspective. Whenever your mind is basically forced to complete the rest of this terrible situation that you've been placed in, while you're reading this. Yeah. Like, I mean, just imagine like monsters that you've been told about growing up, and even though they might not be described, 100%, you still paint the rest of the picture with your brain, and it's going to be the most terrifying thing that you've ever thought of because you're told that it's the most terrifying thing that anyone's ever seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then if they were to make a movie about it, it's like, well, I picture it being a lot scarier.
Yeah, and this is gonna sound probably really shitty, but I'm probably gonna sound like Trump. But I feel like they're not that scary at face value. I feel like if you're a dumb person, if you're really stupid, you just be like, "That's not." Ooh, wow, who cares?
Yeah.
But
where's the jump scares?
If you have any sort of imagination whatsoever, the sky's the limit for these things.
I agree.
It's like a haiku,
Yeah.
It's like, oh wow, a little baby poem. It's not that cool.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, it is cool because
think about it.
They had to limit themselves, and still they're creating beauty.
Yep.
Inside your mind's eye.
Yep.
And your mind's whispering eye.
And some of these are genuinely terrifying. I know I picked a lot of the kids ones. And that was
Well,
completely like I didn't even think about it. I was like, that's terrifying. Let me put this in here. But
Yeah.
when I think about it, it's like, you know what? That might only be terrifying for parents, I guess.
Maybe.
But I mean,
Yeah.
you can understand, but
that's the thing. I don't have children, so obviously I can't know how scary it would be to you.
mhm.
But I can.
You can empathize, though.
I
you can
empathize
understand.
and kind of guess.
Yeah.
Maybe not as strongly, but I can kind of fucking guess how terrifying that would be. You know what I'm saying? It's like my wife isn't my daughter, but I love the shit out of her, and like that's dude. Actually, I'm like really neurotic about stuff sometimes, and I have been since I was a wee little child. When I was like, when I was little, like maybe 4 or 5 years old, my parents would go out dancing or a date night or something. And they would leave me with my aunt or something babysitting. Like the whole time I would just be thinking of all the worst case scenarios.
Oh,
I
jeez.
was like, oh, they got drunk and got in a car accident.
Oh, man.
Like whatever. And I'd be like, it's 2, where are they? It's 2:30, where are they? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they couldn't call me because it was the 90s and they didn't have cell phones.
Yeah.
They would have to get it.
That's when they would leave the number to the restaurant.
And they're like, he's 4, he's probably asleep right now. But no. Like,
Jesus,
until the
4?
point. Yeah, until the point that they came and picked me up, I was like worried that they were dead in a ditch somewhere. And like sometimes I do the same thing with Natalie. It was like I'm like, no, like she's probably fine or whatever. But if I don't know, maybe it's something like oh hey, I'll see you at this time or whatever. I was like, oh, she hasn't called me. It's this time now. She's supposed to be home right now. Like, I'm like, she's dead. You know what I mean? Like I start freaking out. Like I think of all the possibilities. She got kidnapped. There's whatever, all these things. I don't know.
And you call her. She's like, oh hey, I'm almost there.
Yeah, and then she finally calls me, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, I don't know why I do that, but I think of like literally every possibility. Yeah. And then those possibilities like freak me out. Yeah. And then I'm like, but now I'm an adult, and I'm like, she's probably fine. Yeah. Like, no, I know she's fine, but I'm just like, but there's still that little tiny chance.
I think there's I don't know. It's almost like a disservice for your neuroses to be whittled away like that over time, because it's, I don't know. It just feels like you are so. I don't want to say it's like you're giving up, but it's kind of like you have given into the idea that your neurotic thoughts are in fact neurotic and kind of unsubstantiated. But at the same time,
I try to be rational.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean,
I try to be
as bad as it sounds. Like even the craziest things that you're thinking about, like, oh my gosh, she might have been kidnapped and murdered. You it's like that's
it is
kind of rational because it can happen, and it does happen far too often, far more often than it should. But at the same time, it's like the fact that, because I'm a strong believer in the fact that people don't change. I think you are always the person you have always been, but with age comes certain modifications to kind of prepare you for that section of your life. So if you've always been a neurotic person, you always will be a neurotic person, but to a lesser degree, because maybe it's one of those things where you maybe become desensitized to it because
it's almost a numbers game.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you do it so much that it just kind of starts to wear down and whittle down. You know what I mean? Yeah. But at the same time, I mean, stuff like that, as much as it sucks to think about, stuff like that is pretty rational, and it's definitely a possibility. Yeah. To what degree that possibility exists, that's kind of up in the air. But there's a level of I don't know, like feral survivalism that goes into that kind of thinking. Because you want to protect your own. You want to make sure your kin is okay.
I guess that's why I'm at UDCer.
Yeah. That's why maybe the zombies and the meteors come, we're going with you.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Yeah. We trust you.
I think it's just the fear,
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to die.
Because I don't know, man. Like, just when it comes to stuff like that, my brain is just constantly making 2-sentence horror stories.
Yeah. It's definitely not fun. So that's all I had for my 2-sentence horror story shit let's go ahead and hop into some
Oh,
wrap
wait.
up. Oh, good.
I thought of one earlier,
Mm.
but you were talking, so I didn't want to interrupt you. How about this? You have a job interview.
You're tapping into the adult side of me.
Yeah. And then you go to get your last stick of gum, and it's gone.
Almost broke my laptop.
Yeah.
Hold
And,
on, hold on a
can
second.
I have one more sentence?
Oh, shit. Oh,
Can I have one more sentence?
Yeah, go ahead.
You had sushi and onions for lunch.
Spooky as it gets.
Dang.
All right, so we got a voicemail this week. It's from
Yay.
it's from a very special person who I don't know. We love him, we hate him, we need him.
Wait, can I?
Since you guys never do it at the end of the show, I'm going to do it for you. Don't forget to like the show on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Milkman Danny, social media manager, out.
Oh, man. He's already fulfilling his duties.
Yep.
We haven't even paid him a dime yet.
Yeah, you won't be getting paid a dime, Milkman Danny.
But I guess you're hired? I don't know.
We definitely appreciate your service, my good man.
Wait, so did we forget to say all that shit last time, I'm guessing?
Who the hell knows? We're not good at this. We're not good at what we do in any way.
Hey, we're still practicing.
We're still practicing. It's big episode 17. Whenever we're at big episode 99,000, then maybe we'll finally be good at what
when
we
we
do.
have it as many episodes as Joe Rogan.
Then we'll finally be good.
Yeah.
So we also have an email from the one and only Amanda, who loves us. Yeah, our one and only female listener.
Amanda Love and Kiss?
Yes. She says the subject is wife cast. She says, Eric's almost made me die from coughing because I was so offended. As the as the only female listening, I have made y'all a priority, ... sometimes. Thanks, Gabs, for calling me out again, because Garba called her out when he called in.
Yeah.
He says that we're his number one.
He actually listens when it drops.
When the episode drops.
That's what he said.
Amanda likes to wait like 2 or 3 years before
some days.
listening. Yeah, exactly. She says, also, Canadians are actually not mega nice like portrayed. My friend that moved, in parentheses, willingly to Canada confirmed this. They are very spazzy and all over the place.
Willingly.
Which I think is the same thing. So,
you know what the funniest part of that is? This is an email, so she had the opportunity to just edit it, but instead she just put another sentence in.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, spazzy and all over the place. And
Yeah.
she's like, wait, those are the same thing. Should I just delete that and maybe come up with another word that also describes them?
Nah.
It's like, nah, I'll just say like,
just hit send.
I'll just say, oh, those are the same thing, by the way.
Yeah. So I've actually talked to a super mean Canadian.
Oh.
Yeah. When I worked at GameStop's customer service center, this Canadian
It was
lady.
like, fuck you, eh?
She did you say way? She she called in and was what was she waiting for? She was waiting for some stupid game
Jesus
like
to come
Just
back.
Cause 2 or something. I don't think this lady believed in Jesus.
Mortal Kombat
because
X.
she called and she was like, where's my game? And of course, yeah, the game. The game hadn't even come out yet. It was a freaking pre-order, and so she called in and she just starts flipping her shit and screaming. And I know she's Canadian because she told me her postal code is some 1J3CLJ or something.
She said something like she's gonna write the Royal Army or something like that.
Yeah, she says she's gonna have the Mounties come mount me.
Mounties.
The Mounties are gonna mount me. Something like that.
I heard, what do they call their judges, like in the legal system?
Mhm.
It's the equivalent of a judge, but it's I forgot what it was, but it sounds like something royal, like some kind of like royal sounding word. Man, I'm going blank right now.
Führer.
I wish.
Oh.
That'd be awesome.
Brigadier.
No, I think it was like
Brigadier.
Brigadier where?
Right here.
Yeah, I'll brig it all over that forehead.
Yeah. Well, apparently they're not as nice as we think they are.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I mean, French people suck, and there's a lot of them settled there.
Hey, somebody
right?
touching my baguette.
Yeah.
That's French, right?
Yeah.
That's-
You sound
that's
like
it.
you sound like George St. Pierre.
That's me. I'm French guy. That's the
French
French guy.
I'm
And
all American guy.
I'm all American guy.
I
And
make movie film.
our last bit of listener contactation with us is a YouTube comment from the "You Can't Say That Anymore" big episode 14 video.
Ooh.
It said, "Wow, he didn't even give a spoiler alert before mentioning spoiler alert. 3, 2, 1. Carl's death. Not a fan. Bottom bitch is way cooler." That's from Vinny Ram.
Hey.
Vinny Ram, you're wrong, bitch.
Thanks, Vinny Ram.
I think I responded to him too. I think I said like it's been. I was like, it's been long enough. But
I appreciate you, Vinny Ram.
he's right. We probably should have put a spoiler warning in there, but I can almost guarantee that we did. But I'm not unlazy enough to go back and check. So I
feel the same way.
Yeah.
Like all the times when people are like, "You smell bad," like I want to go back and check to make sure that I didn't smell bad on that episode.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, who cares? I probably didn't.
And you know what? If you did, you did. I mean, it's not like you got a neck beard and a fedora, and Magic the Gathering is sponsoring you with their cologne.
Yeah. Fun fact.
Yeah.
If I let my facial hair grow, I always trim my neck just in case because I don't want to be lumped in with those
Don't want to be a neck beard.
hotos.
Yeah, mine stops right about here above the Justyn's apple, and which is good because
the Justyn's apple.
yeah, I don't want a throat full of hair,
Yeah.
because then I have to go out and buy a fedora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Shaving my neck is the most scariest part
Oh yeah,
because I feel like, if you nick your face, you're going to be fine. But if you nick your neck, who knows how close the arteries and like the aorta and like all the tracheotomies
Yeah.
are to the surface.
you don't want your Alex apple falling out either.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know.
Well, there it is. Baby boy is actually he's being a little fussy right now, so we're gonna have to end this episode so we can go take care of him.
Bye.
But again, this has been Idiotsyncratic. This is the only show on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, SoundCloud.
Yeah, like Milkman Danny said, go like us on all that booyahs.
Go like us on all that. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm gonna sign us up for Vero, the new social media thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna be on there. You can like us on there. I'm not sure what you can do on there, but we'll figure it out.
We don't know yet.
You can do a thing on there.
We'll figure it
whatever
out
the thing is.
together.
We'll figure it out together.
But yeah, so if you want to email us or voicemail us, you can do it at this spot.
If you want to email us, you can email us at idiotsyncraticpodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to voicemail us, you can do that at 682-422-9458. That actually spells Idiotsyncratic Podcast.
But don't try to do it.
Yeah,
But
don't try to
just
do that,
take our
'cause
word.
that's-
It just does.
Yeah, it spells comes a lot.
And don't forget to tell your friends. Grow us, please.
Yeah, grow us. See, we're growers, not showers.
Yeah.
Help us out.
Yeah.
We need what did I say?
Need all the inches.
We need 1700 trillion. Yeah, right.
Trillion, million, billion, gajillion.
We haven't gotten much closer to that goal. But we're trying.
Yeah.
So thanks for coming with us.
See you next week. No, you're not.
All my friends have